Why are we on?
Yeah. Hey, what the fuck is up, y'all? It's Kreyz McKormik up in this motherfucking bitch. Ready for another live stream of the Crazy House podcast, carcast, whatever the hell you want to call it. The Crazy Carcast, what have you. Just picked up the minions from school. We're going to be on our way to pick up the little one from their great-grandmothers, and then we're going home. So, yes, minion number 3. Yes, he is. And it looks like that we got 3 people already watching. 5 people in less than a minute. I mean, you know, it's not like, you know, how it is with when we were actually marching and all of that. And what was it? CPN ended up getting like 100 viewers within less than a minute. But it looks like we already got some ninjas up in here. Juggalo BD, Viva La 70s, Blaine Hart, Captain Flannel, Bam Bam, Tree of Truth 420, all of y'all saying what's up, whoop whoop, and I'm giving it back to y'all, what's up, whoop whoop, bro. Now, actually what I wanted to talk about was all of these things that have been going on within the last 36 hours. Like, I have been wanting to make a video talking about everything that had been going on in the last 36 hours. And JR saying, wonder what you got to talk about. It's been a quiet week. Quiet week, my motherfucking ass. Like, seriously. The fact that I said Blaine Hart's name on here is the best thing that's happened to him this week. Okay, I can understand that. I can totally understand that. You know, I used to be the same fucking way when it concerns somebody that would say my name. Be like, he said my name. Oh, awesome. Trust me, it's cool to see that type of shit. I do agree to that. But what I wanted to talk about was the shit that ended up happening with Child's Play Ninja leaking the video, leaking that audio, and everything that has happened in the last 36 hours or so. So CPN ended up putting up that clip talking about that. To be totally honest, I am so surprised that it actually got coverage from Fago lovers talking about this. You know, Scotty D is a cool cat. You know, he's very laid back and chill. And he definitely does not like the drama that has been producing. But, just as Tree of Truth is saying right now, Twizzler tears are fucking flowing. The Twizzlers are getting salty as hell. Nah, see, Sid, like, you saying that you're not surprised that this type of shit ended up getting, you know, that this shit ended up getting covered. But, well, Sid, you saying that the Juggalos are also getting salty as well, but you gotta understand something here, okay? I've been seeing quite a few people that has, you know, that have actually been so shocked as to the fact that this shit has actually been going down. Juggalos are in fact being completely in shock that Twisted has been saying this shit, and they got caught doing that, doing such. Now Jamie and Paul are trying to basically backtrack it and say, well, you know, it is what it is. We meant what we said. Blah, 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 blah. You know, and you know, it's a sad state of affairs. But with everything that's going on, you know what the one thing that has been going on in my head has been? One of my heroes, George Carlin, ended up putting this best when he ended up saying that businessmen are completely full of shit. Politicians are completely full of shit. And let's be honest here, with everything that's been going on, it is very political within our own realm. Within our own world, this is politics. And he's like, there's, you know, like, politicians are completely full of shit and always have been, from the signing of the Declaration, you know, the signing of the Declaration of Independence all the way to now, it's just one big red, white, and blue dick jammed up your ass. Now, when he was explaining this type of stuff, he ended up talking about the difference between, let's see, I think at the time he was talking about Bob Dole and Bill Clinton. You know, Dole tried to hide the fact that he was full of shit, saying, I'm a plain and honest man. Bullshit. Clinton just fucking went out with it, and he ended up saying, hi folks, I'm completely full of shit, and how do you like that? And you know what the American people ended up doing was saying, well, you know something, at least he's honest. At least Bill Clinton was honest about being completely full of shit. Just like ICP. ICP admit that they're full of fucking shit. They are full of shit, and at least they're honest about it. Twisted, on the other hand, has been saying back and forth that they are plain, they want to be honest with everybody, and all that other shit. And then, you know, they say we got nothing but love for the fucking juggalos and juggalettes out there, but fuck the march, even though it's about you. Because we're going to just go out and say that it's about ICP's publicity. You know, and that's basically how the shit is done. Twisted has basically been trying to fucking prove that they are not full of shit by being full of shit. At least ICP is honest about being full of shit. They know they are. We know they are. And that's the fact that I wanted to point out. That was the first thing that popped into my head, was George Carlin talking about that stuff. I'm a plain and honest man. Bullshit. Let's see, they say what they feel suits them best in the moment, and that's it. And I agree to that, Snaps. I fully agree to that. See, like, all of those things that they ended up fucking telling John, whatever his Twitter handle name is, I can't remember off the top of my head. But they ended up saying that stuff. You know, like, it's all a lie. It was only an assessment. Why are people calling me? Sorry about that. How do you like the ringtone?
Yeah.
Yes.
And here are the comments.
I love that ringtone. That ringtone is awesome. Alright. So. Mac and Trolls up in this bitch. So, killer ringtone, yeah. Joshua Sizemore, what up? Yeah. See, like, all of this stuff, the Macker of Hoes has arrived. Dude, you should have been on the live chat. You were still live streaming? I didn't know that, dude. Like, I just figured, hey, I'm picking up the kids, I gotta pick up my son, and then I'm coming home, so I figured I might as well live stream while I'm driving, because, you know, that's safe and all that. Oh, Mac is still live right now. Yeah, Sid Jones, I ended up helping him out with Lyft and stuff. I mean, he needed a lift to drive all the way to Detroit to be a part of that Lars music video, but it is what it is. Mac is trolling. I'm stealing the show. That's what I do. I am the show stopper, motherfuckers. There you go. Kreyz and McKormik, the Juggalo YouTube showstopper. I will sweet chin music the fuck out of you, but I'll probably end up getting a hamstring in the meantime. Not a problem, Sid. You know, it's cool to help out. You know, if there's anything that I've learned from watching Eek the Cat when I was a kid, it never hurts to help. And then I get electrocuted when I help people. Now, so, here, let me readjust the seat, yeah? So, anyways, like I was saying, like, when it concerns all of this stuff, I'm still famous, but I'm also still grounded. I needed to make a t-shirt based around that whole me getting grounded shit. I'm actually thinking about making a Got Milk one, but it says Got Grounded. I've been thinking about that. I just need to find the Got Milk font. So, Diapergate is another one that I've been wanting to do. Yes, Mac. Gotta have Diapergate. I definitely have to get a Diapergate shirt. So, anyways, enough of the shirts. So, like, I saw all of this stuff, and to be totally, you know, to be honest, I really wasn't 100% surprised when it concerned all of this stuff. I mean, in all honesty, it's because Child's Play Ninja and I had talked before he even made the video, before he even made the announcement that there was this audio, and he let me know what was going on. But to hear it with my own 2 earlobes, it's just, you know, it's honestly like, this is not the same Twisted that we knew when they first fucking came in. Warlock side, I saw a little bit of it, but then I ended up getting a trip, so I forgot about it afterwards. Like, I never got to finish watching it. But to hear it with my own ears, everything that Twisted ended up fucking saying about everything that was going on, what they felt when it concerned the march and everything. You know, and there's still some people that are out there, I cannot fucking believe that there are still Twizzlers that are still going to defend ICP, you know, that are still going to be defending Twisted. My bad. Sorry, minions, and they're being allowed. I can barely hear myself think. Shout out, go out to Poetic Juggalo for that $2 super chat, and he says, whoop whoop my ninja, keep posting that real shit. Well, that's all I know is real, and you know the best thing that you can talk about is shit that you know. As a matter of fact, one thing that I did want to point out too is that even KG Kevin Gill has actually been saying some shit about that the ACLU is fighting to clear the names of the Juggalos, removing us from gang classification, and the ACLU knows more about the First Amendment rights than 2 fucking rappers that boycotted the march. He actually said that on Facebook. I just saw that. And somebody ended up saying that they didn't see Twisted boycotting the march or anything like that. Yeah, their people said, I agree to that. There is no denying that Twisted puts out dope music. But human to human, when it concerns our fucking views on the whole Juggalo shit, that is music aside. And the thing about it all, and this is something that a lot of people still don't get, is the fact that being a Juggalo is more to us than just the music. The music is a soundtrack for our lives. Well, DC Fago guy, that, you know, that's your opinion. I honestly think that they do put out dope music, but the fact is when you incorporate yourself, even as a celebrity, as an artist, and you incorporate yourself into the lives of your fans with the way that ICP and Twisted and everybody else that are signed to both camps fucking do that shit, you know, that becomes a little bit more personal than just listening to the music and going to the shows and going to the gathering and stuff like that. There's more to it now. With as long as I've been down, there is more to it. You know, it's this music, in all honesty, that have changed lives. That's what makes it so personal for us. Because, in all honesty, I have no idea where I would be if I'd never listened to Riddlebox. For the first time, when I listened to Riddlebox, I was 12 years old. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I've been saying this for the last 15 years. When people have asked me, I have no idea where I would be, what I would be doing. I don't know what my life would be like, or even if my life would still be viable if it wasn't for this music. And I know that a lot of people think the same way. This music touches people differently than the mainstream bullshit out there. Twisted is the same way. Chuck Reeves would probably, I don't know, he probably would be, I don't know, lower than he already is. Still trying to fucking rap on ciphers or some shit like that. Either that or he'd be running around alleyways screaming, I'm Chuck Reeves, in a fucking cut-off t-shirt. Who knows? But the fact is that this music is more to us than just music. It's life. It is our life force. It's what has awoken things in us. And that is something that I have been realizing for a long time, is that there's things about this music that touch you differently than normal music, differently than mainstream music. And it gives us that personal, yes, even CPN. What about CPN? You know, and if you want to call me a sheep, I don't give a fuck if you do. You know, I don't really give a fuck. Because that's, you know, that's just coming out from the heart. Right, yeah, CPN would have retired. No, CPN probably would be... Actually, I think if CPN never listened to Insane Clown Posse, I'm sure he'd still be on YouTube, but he would probably be along the realms of Smosh and Ray William Johnson and The Amazing Atheist and have all of those fucking people. Because let's face it, you know, like Juggalo content, Juggalo-related content, like, it's a setback. Like, you're not going to get as much out of this content than you would... You know, you're not going to get as much back in revenue with this kind of content than you would if you, say, were doing, like, social justice warrior bashing and stuff like that. But aside from all of that, like I was saying, like, this is the lifeblood, the music, and everything about it is honestly shit that, you know, really touches lives. That's what makes it more than just music. Anybody who listens to it and just says that it's music and nothing else but that, I honestly don't think that they really understand what it is to be a fucking juggalo. I really don't. And to be, you know, god damn it. All right, I'm getting another phone call, so hold that. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Better reconnect quick. Tired.
Of course I am. You wake up too early.
No, you don't. When it concerns this whole Juggalo shit, it's not just fandom or anything like that. And not to mention, you know, some of the things that they ended up saying in their shit. Like a lot of the things that they ended up saying in those audio clips. You know, for one, obviously, you know, they ended up saying some stupid shit about how they are, you know, they think that it was just an assessment and it's not a list, and show them the list and, you know, they'll admit that they're wrong. Well, I mean, you know, there are people that are fucking posting that shit everywhere. You know, as a matter of fact, anybody who's watching this post live, you know, post it up in there, and I'll fucking shoot Paul the link myself. I know Twisted wants money, Popcorn. Like, that's all it is. I mean, like, that came to a clear head when, like, Gene Wilder fucking died, and then Twisted ended up posting those Charlie and the Chocolate Factory fucking t-shirts. If it was a lie, then why the fuck did they open their album the way that they did Exploitation Much? That's exactly what it is. Thank you, DC Fago guy, for pointing that out. You know, and that's, you know, I mean, a couple of other people have actually pointed that out too. Like the very opening of Continuous Evolution of Life's fucking bullshit. You know, you hear Paul say, can't get a job anymore because I'm a gangbanging juggalo and the cops fucking hate us, or whatever the fuck he said. You know, but that's like the very beginning of that. You know, like, and then they want to try to say that it's all a lie and shit. Like, what are they just like, it's basically either one of a few things. You know, like, when he says, I can't get a job anymore because I'm a gangbanging juggalo, it's either A, he's exploiting the word juggalo so that way they can get sales. 2, he's fucking kayfabing. You know, he's just saying that shit in jest because, you know, obviously he doesn't care about the truth, and he knows that's the truth. And then there was a third one that just totally fucking just fell off my head. But let's just go with those 2 things. It's either A, he fucking, you know, is trying to just beef it up. Yeah, thank you, William Spinks. When M&E sales drop, they say juggalo. Well then shit, they better make a fucking raw deal too. Because after what happened yesterday, I can guarantee you that their sales are going to drop even less than they already are. A all day? Yeah. MTG Punker in 1983 with A all day. Oh yeah. See, like, I'm going with that. You know, like, or, you know, maybe C, it's a combination of the 2. You know, they think it's, you know, they're saying that to make fun of the march and the situation, and on top of that, they knew saying the word juggalo is gonna fucking make Twizzlers cream their pants. Phantom Fox, oh yeah. What the fuck, my friend Jeff, he works at a Jack in the Box as a manager and he's a low. That's a Jack and the Gang member fucking restaurant and shit. Right, DC Fago guy, Juggalo Love, now super chat me. Which does remind me, super chat is available. You know, obviously one person ended up already putting a $2 thing, and you know, super chat's basically supposed to go into improvements on the quality and content of this channel. And I also have a t-shirt. I believe the link is in the description for that. So there's the shilling, there's the plugs. I'll super chat that tar pit. Fucking Mac and trolls. Every chat I send is super. No, why don't you just, Becklin, why don't you just say it in a lisp? Super. Thanks for asking. So, continuing along with all of this. So, they ended up also trying to say that Slow Your Roll, Jamie just found out about it 2 days prior to that recording. Thank God for Esham because of the, you know, pointing that out on Facebook, that Twisted was at the Lotus Pod. They were in the room when they recorded that shit. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But you take a look at all of the albums in 2005, okay? That's when Supervillains came out, okay? And ICP's albums and Esham's album, A1 Yola, ended up having that SV logo on there. Now, anything that was released in 2005 from Twisted, ABK, and Blaze You Dead Homie ended up having the Superheroes logo in there. I know for a fact that there was one album that Twisted had where it had not only the Hatchet Man, but the Superheroes logo. Yeah, and I saw that too, John. With Gmo Ski is the biggest gay basher there is. I saw that clip that CPN put out where he was like, my suit was 100% homo sapien, but he was a homosexual, so I strangled him, or something like that. Like, how are you going to say that, you know, there's all this stuff about gay bashing concerning Violent J, but you're not going to bring up the fact that one of your artists has gay bashing lyrics in there, or that you yourself have bashed shit? Like, shit. When it concerns, like, all of these old school music videos that that Twisted seems to put out on M&E, I saw the music video for I saw the music video for Secondhand Smoke, and the only thing that I could think of is, gee, I hope to God that they don't come out with a music video for Die Motherfucker Die, because if they do, then they've got lots of splaining to do. You know, when it concerns that one line where he says everybody seems to be a fag or a lesbian, but what the fuck happened is what I'm questioning. And then when they want to say something about how they don't get political, The president is prejudiced against you and me, and he taking half our money and he chilling tax-free. And if you ask me, that's another smack in the face. We need to burn the White House and piss in his face. Every judge should do a minimum of 20 to life. If they could dish it, they could take it. Tell me that ain't right. And every cop should be beat like Rodney King, not stop from the summer till it turned to spring. Shove a donut in their mouth and a badge in their ass because the pigs don't get no class, they get their wig split. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that entire verse was political as fuck. When they say something about how they're not political, yeah, Pulla's resume was a constant gaffe joke. Thank you, Phantom Fox. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know why? Because when they recorded that, chances are they were stoned when they did it. And like you can even tell like let's see. There's like in what's the song? Was it Hollywood I'm Coming? Keep taking up the shelf space, you know. Stop taking up the shelf space, homie, and just pass the weed. Like when Paul fucking does that shit, like he mumbled something about over a rap battle. It's the Fame game, homie, and we don't play that. John is correct on Mirror Mirror. Phantom I Crazy actually helped me understand the lyrics better. I try to help. Everyone's saying something about current shit. Oh, I try. What do you think of ABK and Native World from Cole? You know, like, I honestly can see that would be the reason why ABK didn't show up at the fucking march, was because he had some shit to do with his other shit, you know? He had to do some stuff with Native World. God damn, fucking people. I've been getting phone calls all goddamn day. Yeah, now, yeah, DC Fago guy's right. Hollywood I'm Coming totally can be aimed at the current Twisted. And that song was supposed to be a diss towards the Cottonmouth Kings. But all of that shit now, they can say that shit about themselves. Twisted was not busy, Sid. Twisted said at the very beginning of the year that no member of M&E, be it artist or staff, were going to be performing or attending that march. And it wasn't because of shit concerning business and all of that. They knew what it was about. Twisted, as a matter of fact, if you don't remember, Sid, ended up actually getting the notification about it the day that it was announced at the gathering of the Juggalos. Now, Violent J ended up admitting that, yes, he was pointing that out, and he wants every artist that he knows to be up on there. Tech9 too. Put them both on blast about this shit the day that it was announced at that seminar at the gathering in 2016. So Twisted fucking knew about it. But at the same time, obviously, we see where Twisted is sitting concerning like the marches and stuff like that. Twisted didn't want to march. I don't see that being a fault. It is a fault when you say to your fans that you've got nothing but love for them and that you will do absolutely anything for them. That you will have their backs. And then when you need their backs, and what do? They duck out. They ducked out. Just like how Mayweather ducked Pacquiao for 5 years before he finally agreed to it. That's how fucking bad it got. So you can see where I'm a little bit pissed about Twisted not even doing that shit. Why did you guys need them? Because you need every bit of support that you can for that type of shit. The same reason why I didn't bitch about somebody like you fucking being a part of the march. Why I was actually willing to drive you there so you can see me in person yell, "Show me your butthole" at a girl. And that's the thing. Johnny is right. When loyalty is broken, it takes time to heal and to forgive. And it's going to take quite a bit of time, especially since Twisted keeps on taking that fucking shovel and digging a deeper hole with every time they open up their fucking mouths talking about this shit. Yeah. Good point taken, John. John Ryder. Even Blase marched, and she was fucked over by Juggalos worse than Twisted. And she got fucked worse than Twisted, I'll tell you that. Phantom Fox. Do the rest of the chop chop slide, Phantom. Just do it for the sake of those who are sitting here in the live chat. And after they said no to the march, didn't they both say they don't owe the fans anything, but the fans should owe them? I believe so. I believe something along those lines. You know, the fact, you know, the thing about the thing about it is, like, when it concerns Twisted and this whole thing about the march, is that if you really did show love, I mean, Twisted owes their fans a free con in February. No, they don't. Like, I'm not even gonna fucking go to that. What up, creepyhead? If Twisted does not chill, they will become the new Eminem. I honestly don't know what to fucking say to that. Possibly? I don't know. You know, they might be in the same boat that Eminem was in back in the day. And by the way, when it concerns more things about Twisted fucking giving Violent J shit about Slow Your Roll and talking shit about the gay song. See, they have to be mainstream successful to fully state that. M ain't affected by shooting at dump. Okay. But you meant Trump. Okay, I get it. Anyway, so like another thing that I wanted to point out was, like, other than that, like, fucking Jamie used to do the Eminem voice, and they used to, like, fucking all of the Eminem tracks that they did was basically, like, all of the Eminem diss tracks that they did was all about fucking Eminem being gay. Even in the comic book, Eminem is fucking gay, and Twisted's a part of that. So where Jamie fucking gets this whole, you know, this whole self-righteousness about that shit, you know, like, all of that shit, like, fucking Jamie's a hypocrite in and of himself, and I don't know how he can't fucking see that shit. And as for Twisted, together, both of them saying, if we said it, we meant it. Oh, so, okay, there you go. You meant to talk shit about the fucking march to people behind ICP's back. And so, you know, you meant to basically say all of those things that you ended up saying in the background. Okay, yeah, fine, fuck it. You know, you want to be truthful to us, then that's fine. But now Isham ended up saying some shit, and since I got a couple motherfuckers in here, I might as well go ahead and put you on blast, Kenny. DC Fago guy. Like, that dude wanted to be neutral. I will tell you that, because I've had conversations with him, and I have utmost belief that DC Fago guy wanted to be neutral about this as much as possible. And like him, I also had my reservations, but I wanted to try to keep things even and stuff like that. You can even see it in my back catalog, where I ended up making videos that were talking praise about the fucking M&E family music video. The only problem that I had with that video in and of itself was Gmo Ski, and it wasn't because Gmo Ski dissed Violent J. It was because I think that dude is absolute fucking weak sauce. I did reviews for Gorilla Voltage and their music video. I did a review on fucking Young Wicked's album when it leaked, and it was because I felt that it was worthy to fucking talk about that stuff. And I tried to personally try to be as even about this shit as I possibly could. And to be totally honest, like, hearing this stuff is like, I don't want to fucking do it anymore. I don't want to, you know, like, I want to try to figure out a way, actually. I want to go out of my way to try to figure out how to make it so I can give less support to M&E than I already don't. Because I don't go to their shows, I'm not buying their merchandise, I'm not listening to their music, and if I do, I'm bootlegging the fuck out of it. I'm not even listening to it when I have it, you know, if I have it on fucking Google Play, if I were to get that unlimited music plan that they have for $9.99 a month, I'll go out of my, I won't even go out of my way to listen to anything from them. So that way they can get fucking clicks. I don't want to do that. I reviewed the music video for it, but I did end up saying that I felt that, you know, the music was the shit. The beats were dope, and the fucking song was awesome. And I said that, but I wasn't talking about that. I wanted to talk about the music video itself, the aesthetics of the music videos. Because, you know, you can review the music video and then review the music later. I download their stuff and never listen and delete it. So it's music, it's dope, listen to it. I'll listen to it, but I'm not going to purchase it. As a matter of fact, and I believe I ended up saying this to DC Fago guy the other day after I watched his video. Because, like, he and I were actually discussing some shit that we were talking about the after effects of everything, and the only way that Twisted's gonna even earn a shred of respect out of, I guess, myself as well as DC Fago guy is if, you know, like, if M&E were to fold, or and then they go back to psychopathic, or if you know, time surpasses, you know, if time surpasses. And then, you know, they might patch things up. There might be a slight possibility that they could get a minute shred of respect back from us. And honestly, as of right now, Twisted's digging themselves into a hole. Like, you know, I'm not bashing anybody for whether or not they choose sides, Cole. And I'm going to tell you that right now. But you're not going to tell me what to do when it concerns my decisions in this whole ordeal. I'm not going to bash anybody who wants to listen to both teams. Me personally, I don't have a problem with listening to their music. Well, maybe Twisted, because it just hurts too fucking much when it concerns all of these events that have been going down in the last year. I might have a trouble time listening to Twisted or anything that they're in, whether it be Dark Lotus or Psychopathic Riders, even if they were to magically come out with a fucking superheroes album, I can't listen to it because it just brings up too much pain. Especially when it concerns, like, Juggalo Family. I can't listen to that because it's a fucking lie. And that's the truth of the matter. You know, like, that whole thing when it concerns how closely tight-knit they were. They were a super group, for God's sakes. And everything is tainted. Everything is absolutely tainted. It's just music at the end of the day, but correct me if I'm wrong, Sid, but does music touch your soul? The music that you listen to touches your soul, dude. And to be perfectly honest, if the music is tainted because of that shit, and you're not able to listen to it, it's because it touches you in a different it touches you in a different way, right here in the heart. And Twisted, honestly, with the things that they have done, has stabbed people in the back with a big enough knife to actually puncture the heart. Is that something that you're having a difficult time understanding here? It isn't just music, Sid. And if it is just music to you, you're listening to it for the wrong reasons. And I'm not aiming that just towards Sid Jones. I'm actually aiming that towards everybody. Everybody.
Everywhere.
Yup. Everybody that listens to the music is, if it doesn't touch you, then you're listening to the wrong music.
If it touches you, you're not listening.
Nah, Cole, no, I'm not running. Vote McInhose 2020 for a prouder America. There you go, McInhose. Is Oi just music? Oh, God. Oh, shit. Thank you, Juggalo BD John. Oh, you're the motherfucker. You're the motherfucker that ended up posting that audio clip. Exactly. Make America whoop whoop again with McInhose. Yeah. See, Sid, Oi is good music, but it's one of those type of things that that touches your soul, isn't it? Isn't that that music that you could just fucking feel? And the same thing goes for the absolutely same thing goes for psychopathic shit, for the wicked shit. That touches the soul. And that's what I'm getting at. If it ain't touching your soul, you ain't listening to the right music.
And if it does touch your soul, you are listening to the right music.
See, she gets it, and she's fucking 9.
Ha!
Yes.
I'm adorable.
No, you're not.
Don't go too far. Don't go too far with it, kid.
Anyone at the door, please?
Maybe. Actually, no. What, do you have to go to the bathroom or anything like that?
Go say hi to Granny.
I've got to go to the bathroom.
Okay, but can you still unlock the door?
I don't know, maybe.
Lock the door.
All right.
You know I want
Bye, Juggalos of all time.
No, they ain't going nowhere.
Bye, Juggalos.
They ain't going anywhere. See, yeah, dude, look at this McInhose. I just created a fucking campaign for you.
And pay for the treehouse.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Juggalo BD. Thank you very much, and much clown love to you, man. All right, yeah, I think I'm actually gonna have to cut this shit out too because, yeah, I'm here, so I gotta pick up my boy, and after that I gotta go home and eat chimichangas. So, I don't know. I'll catch y'all on the flip. All right. Much motherfucking clown love. Deuces.